So hi, welcome to the end of Number Wizard UI, and congratulations for getting here. Well done on completing Number Wizard, and let's recap on what you've learned this section, right? Because you've learned quite a bit. So to start off with, you've created your first menus, your first scenes. You've actually learned about how to load scenes via your scripts. You've also started learning about the user interface, creating your own buttons, creating your own text. You've dug into understanding the principles behind the user interface, how the canvas and the event system and the actual items relate to each other. So lots and lots of learning, and you've actually built a really valuable asset. Your menu system now is actually something we're going to take on and develop over the course of the course. And in the next video, we'll be reusing it and expanding it to do something else. So well done for getting this far, and hope you've enjoyed it.
Yeah, and also you've done a load of dragging objects into the inspector, so you've been publicly exposing things and then dragging into the inspector. That's one of two ways that you can find one game object from another. The other is to do it directly within code. We've chosen here to do it through the inspector. Sometimes it makes sense to do it there, sometimes it makes sense to do it in code. Yep. And remember the challenge structure here. Remember that if you thought that you could do this on your own, I hope you finished it and that you've just used this video at the end to check that it's done and that you've complied with the game design document. Remember that you need to be doing the mini challenges. That's super important. That's really where you're going to learn.
And there's lots of things actually you can do now with this. Right? You have a menu system. Let's take it further. Do something else with it. You've got a really simple game, so make a more complex game. Make a logic game. Make a logic puzzle, for example. Or a series, how about a game that asks Sphinx riddles. Asks riddle and asks for an answer to a given riddle. You could build that, and you could also extend your menu system to make it more exciting. Make it more colourful, add images, try and as a mini challenge, add images to your menu, a background image or something like that.
Absolutely, cool. What else? Game design document. For the first time, the game design document hopefully was useful here. We started to get just complicated enough that when I was coding it, I felt I needed to draw a little picture. So that's the idea with the game design document. I want you to start thinking away from it being something we give you that you follow, and more towards the idea that it's something you create for yourself while you're making the game, starting with just an outline and some sketches as to what the idea is, and then as you go, when you get to a bit you think, oh, this is a bit complex, how am I going to do it? That's when you draw yourself a sketch in the game design document. That's the purpose of that.
It's a support. It's a live document to support you and help you as a game developer to build the product you really want. So, yeah.
Absolutely. And that's it really. Again, if you have any technical issues, any questions, ask against the actual lecture on Udemy in the discussion and we'll be sure to answer. Or you'll find one of the fellow students may have answered before we do. And please, you are a fellow student, so if you see somebody asking a question you know the answer to, just dive in and help them. It really helps us and it really helps you create a sense of community and support.
So well done, and I'll see you in the next section.
See you soon.